Now, non-essential retail shops will begin reopening from the 15th of June, that's a week tomorrow, as the easing of the lockdown continues. But how will it work and what restrictions will be in place? Chris Wootton is the Chief Financial Officer of Sports Direct and he joins us now. Thank you so much for being with us. Sports Direct is reopening stores on June the 15th. How are you going to do it safely? Are people going to use changing rooms, for example? Can they bring in cash? Will you be able to touch the clothes? How will it work?
We've implemented a large amount of safety measures. These include things like safety stickers on the floor, safety signs, screens for the tills, sanitisation stations. A very detailed pack has gone to all our retail teams. This has been signed off by independent professional experts, and we're very comfortable that we can open in a safe environment.
You've described the government's plans for reopening shops as a shambles. Why do you think that?
They've been very vague on their guidance. I think privately and publicly, retailers were expecting to open on the 1st of June. I've been very public in our views that the Dominic Cummings fiasco led to the government panicking and pushing that back. They opened car showrooms on the 1st of June, which frankly didn't make a lot of sense, given a lot of retailers, including ourselves, have stores of significant size which are at least as big as car showrooms.
I mean, we've already been talking about the difficulties faced by the high street. I mean, we've certainly covered it on the show for many years now. How worried are you about the future of the high street, and do you think that some businesses are going to go to the wall because of this pandemic?
Undoubtedly. The high street's been in turmoil for some time. It needs all the help it can get. I will credit the government on the business rates relief that we got, but that's something that needs to be looked at more permanently to help save the high street, because business rates are a key issue in doing that.
You say about saving the high street. I mean, what could happen, if the support isn't there?
Many more retailers will go to the wall. There will be a lot less retailers.
Now, initially, of course, Sports Direct tried to keep stores open throughout the pandemic, claiming to be an essential business because you were, providing fitness equipment and so on. Do you now admit that that was a mistake?
I'd just like to correct you on that. We were just asking for guidance from the government as to whether we should stay open. Michael Gove decided to go on Piers Morgan in the morning and try and use this as a political football. It does seem to be one rule for us and another for others. We do sell bikes, for instance, which is in the essential category. I believe we're in the top 5 bike sellers in the UK. We have not opened. There are a number of other retailers which also sell bikes and have opened. Their guidance is clearly vague. We decided to not open because the government did not or refused to give us the clear guidance. Some other retailers have taken their own view and opened.
So do you think that the problem is the guidance, that it hasn't been vague enough, it hasn't been clear, and has that now improved?
Absolutely.
Has the guidance improved now?
Well, only insofar as they've said that non-essential retail can open on the 15th of June. Some have gone earlier than that, of course.
OK. Now, of course, some of the concerns that many people will have is about the safety of staff going back to work in these non-essential businesses. So will staff at Sports Direct be forced to go back to work from June the 15th, or will it be done on a voluntary basis? And also, if staff members have to self-isolate, for example, because they're unwell or because others in their household are unwell, will they be given full pay?
We understand this is a unprecedented time. As I mentioned earlier, we have got a full pack of health and safety procedures which has gone to all our retail teams. In the preparation process for opening of stores, we have just asked for volunteers to go in and start the preparations, which has been very successful. Obviously, stores will open under the government guidance, and our employees will be looking to put the appropriate amount of staff in stores to run them efficiently.
I mean, the reason that I'm asking the question is because when I announced on social media that you were coming on, lots of people clearly feel that you are almost the unacceptable face of capitalism. There's been stories, previously about, having staff on 0 hours contracts and so on. How important is it for you to try and make sure that your staff members only have to come back to work if they feel they can do so safely?
Well, of course, you may say we're the unacceptable face, but what has not been widely commented on is the fact that we paid our staff in full for April and May, and that includes 0 hours contracts. There's not many retailers that did that, or many businesses.
OK, thank you so much for coming on the programme and talking a little bit more about how those stores are hoping to reopen later in the month. Thank you.